Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. This is Robert Turbin. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pick up a 13, sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. The pitch to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
380. 380. Hey, spread right. Spread right. Spread right. Spread right. Snap.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They get it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss, Turbin. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run here with Turbin, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Luck on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A shotgun snap for Luck. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Leonte Carroo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Nate Hairston there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
380. 380.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Now he's forced out left. Room here to run. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Spread left. 380.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Let's go. 3 down.
Shotgun now for Bortles. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back, Charles Davis.
Here we go. Green 80.
Now a play fake here on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throw left.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Green 80.
Again, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now a handoff to start it out to Turbin. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. A dump down to Turbin. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, here's Locke. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll toss it to Fournette. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Green 80. Lucy.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Paul bringing it in. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Here's Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Omaha. Green 80.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Go left. Green 80. Green 80. 11. Green is it.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Move. 11B.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Lucy. So right. 372. Hey, hold it. Green is it.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now it's Locke. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on third down, Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Bortles now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Green 80. Green 80. 372.
Throwing now is Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So first and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. They start on the ground here with Turbin. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. To throw is Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide.
And no gain. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Love. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Turbin. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And again, it's Turbin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Love. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Ryan Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Green 80.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
372. Lucy.
Throwing is Bortles. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the Colts coming out now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive with Turbin. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Turbin, toss play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Luck. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They come out here in the eye. On third down, it's Mack. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. The This is Truman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll try the air now with Locke. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? One receiver left is Hilton. Now Luck on third and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right, and put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He goes underneath for Yeldon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Mack. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away. and they're not doing it.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Green 80. Move.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion, motion.
Green is right. Green is right.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Fights off the defender, escaping the pressure right. And he's got Moncrief. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Now Bortles again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
11B, 11B.
Here's Yeldon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Luck now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it third down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Luck now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Colts on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.